What's good, YouTube? Zeramus here, and I'm coming to you guys with a deck profile. Now, I said I would not be uploading this deck profile until my Samurai deck profile got, I said deck profile a lot of times there, got at least 30 likes. It's only at 18, but it was my fault for not putting like the video down in the description area. So I decided I'm not going to make you guys wait any longer. I've had a lot of people very curious about my Lightsworn deck. I'm just going to start off by saying it's Lightsworn. It's probably going to look exactly how you'd expect. There's really not a lot to it. I was trying to go for a consistent build originally, but I was like, dude, it's Lightsworn. You're going to mill bad, you're going to mill good, it all depends. So it's kind of like if you put pants on a dog. They're just not supposed to be there. And it's the same thing with trying to add consistency to Lightsworn. It's just not going to be there. I mean, you're playing the deck for fun. You can just go through an entire tournament and just wreck face by sacking. But, I mean, it all comes down to just how you play it out. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you guys the deck profile. It's, I think, 29 monsters, 2 traps, and 9 spells. I think that sounds, or, yeah, it sounds right. But anyways, without further ado, I'm going to show you guys how I'm running it. So, starting off here, we got the 1 Blackluster Soldier. You have to run it. I'm only running 6 Darks, but you can mill him so consistently, and this guy is 1, busted with Honest, 2, I can grab him back with Beckoning Light, and 3, he's just one of the most broken cards in the game, so I would not run him. Next up, we have 1, 2, 3 Judgment Dragon. It's JD. I mean, I think 2's consistent. No, I'm just kidding. You have to run 3 Judgment Dragon. I remember when this went back up to 3, everyone was like, don't run 3 JD, it's bad, because you're just going to dead draw. And it's just like, dude, this is one of the best cards in the game. This thing is stupid right now. You have to run triple JD. Ridiculous card. Completely ridiculous. Now, on the ban list, we all know what card went back to 3. Triple Lumina. This actually added a lot of consistency to the deck. I mean, Lumina is that card that just gets you your plays off. You know, it's basically going to bring you back your Garoth, and hopefully you're going to mill some Lightsworn off and get some pluses. You can do XYZ plays now, etc., etc. So it's just really, really good. I think you have to run 3. I've seen some people just running like 2, but I think that's bad. I mean, like, you have to run 3. When Lightsworn, the deck's basically back to how it was when it first came out. The only thing we're missing is the 2 Honest and 2 more Charge. But other than that, it's pretty much back to how it was. So now, I was just testing 1 Garoth, but I decided 2 was really good, so I bumped it up to 2. He's still an 1850 beater, so it's not bad. But you just kind of want to open up with a Lumina Garoth, because it's an instant mill 5. You don't really go minus off of it. And he's just, yeah, it's just good. I mean, I had one game, actually, where I was testing a couple weeks ago. I milled 2 Wulfs off the Garoth, special both Wulfs, drew 2 cards, and let's just say I won that one. Like, it was ridiculous. That's mega sack, though, but 2 Wulfs. I like Wulf. I would never run 3 unless you want to go full-out sacky. But I think 2 is just a good number. It's still a 2100 beater, which is huge. You can, you know, do some pretty cool XYZ plays with it. And obviously, if you mill it, it's a free +1. It sucks if you draw it, but another thing is now with Triple Lumina, you can pitch it, you can pitch the Gardnas, whatever, and they're not dead in your hands. So, very, very good. 2 Lyla, 3's too many, 2's just perfect. Same with Ryko. I don't like 3 because it's too slow, you're saying it. 2's just a perfect number. I wasn't really a big fan of this card, but I decided to throw it back in. No one's really running Valor anymore. But even if they do Valor it in the rare instance, or they bottomless it, you're still milling 4 cards, because it is a cost to mill. So Celestia is really good, and obviously, you know, with the triple Necro Gardna now, you can protect your monsters a lot easier, so she's been testing really well. 1 Jain, just another name. He goes up to 2100, so he gets over Thunder King and stuff, etc., etc. And Ehren, obviously, because it gets over Zenmaines, Gotchi, cards like that. Big defense monsters. 2 Card Trooper, I still like this. Any deck I'm going to run 2 Tragoedia in, I'm going to run 2 Trooper generally. Most of the time. Trooper's just good, obviously it mills 3, you can mill a Wulf off it, Necro Gardna, whatever, and then protect it, and then mill 3 next turn. Crashes into a lot of the 1900 beaters that are prominent in the meta right now, and obviously you get a draw off of it, so, you know, more draw power the better. It sucks if you mill it, but I mean, whatever. One of my favorite cards in the deck right now is Triple Necro Gardna. This thing's stupid. I don't know if you guys remember, like, this card was at 1, like, 2 years ago. It was after Lightsworn were at, like, their top, but like, I can see why they put it down to 1, because it just gives you so much protection. I've milled like double Gardna before off of like a couple mills, and they won me the game because my opponent just couldn't kill my Lightsworn monsters without destruction effects. He didn't have those destruction effects, he couldn't attack over them, and the next turn just went off. So this is so good. I don't know, I just can't see not running 3. I mean, like, I think some people would probably, because I'm not running Plague Spreader, I hate Plague Spreader, I'll talk about it in a moment. I can see some people maybe running 2 Guard and 1 Plague, but I just don't feel Plague does anything for the deck. 2 Tragoedia, this card's amazing. And Gorz, those are really my protective cards, so I really don't run any traps in here. For other hand traps, I am running Effect Veiler, obviously, 2 Veiler. I was running Max C's before. I like Max C a lot. I may put them back in, I'm not completely sure. But I like Veiler in here because I don't run any traps. I can add it back to my hand with Beckoning Light, and it does give me a tuner, so I mean, it's not a bad card at all. And my last card, obviously, is Honest. It's busted with everything in the deck. Everything's light, basically, except for like the 6 darks and the troopers. So that's the monster lineup. I believe it's 29 monsters. I'm just going to quickly talk about why I'm not running Plague Spreader. I just find that Plague Spreader is... Even though now you can pitch it easier with Lumina, his cost is just too steep. And the only time it's really good is, 1, if you have a mill that you can do in that turn. If they somehow get your monsters off the field and you draw that card, you add it back again, it's bad. Because usually you're going to want to be putting back like a Necro Gardna or a Wulf or something on top of the deck. 2, he's just really slow, and Synchro monsters aren't really that good in the deck anymore. I mean, you can do way better XYZ plays, and unfortunately that's the direction Yu-Gi-Oh's going in, is most of the best Synchro monsters are either for specific deck archetypes or they are really hard to get out. So everything else is just okay. Like, the only card I would actually consider running Plague Spreader for would be Catastor, but once again, I run so many 4s in the deck, if I need to, I can just summon an Effect Veiler and Synchro with one of my 4s. Very rarely is that going to happen, but I mean, that's the only time I'd ever really want to run a Plague is just for Catastor, so I just don't think it's worth the spot. On the spells, you got triple recharge, gotta run it, it's your draw power, your mill power, all that fun stuff. 1 charge of Light Brigade, once again, mill and search. Card's really not that... Like, charge is great, it's a fantastic card, it's very good in the deck, but I mean, when you draw it, it's good, but a lot of times you're just like, nah, alright, I got charge, that's good. Foolish Burial, I wasn't running this originally. I was actually, before the second Garoth in this, I was running 2 Sarks, but once again I said that was inconsistent, so I decided to take it out. Foolish Burial is really, really good. It just mills, or dumps a Wulf. I can dump Necro Gardna, I can dump that last name for JD, I can dump a Dark for BLS, whatever. I was kind of iffy about this card. Once again, it also makes my Lumina plays live, which is very important as well, so right now I'm testing it, but I think I'm probably going to end up keeping it in, I like it. 1 Avarice, you gotta mill back that stuff, obviously. Storm, I don't run any MSTs. Sometimes I wish I ran them, but I mean, I'd rather just side 3, because there's so many decks right now in the format. Like, come May, there's gonna be prophecies and stuff, and obviously, you know, they don't really run a lot of traps, so MST doesn't really do a whole lot. Monster Reborn and Dark Hole, that's it for spells, and for my last 2 traps, I'm running Beckoning Light. I really like this card. Sometimes I wish it was a monster reincarnation, but really this is better. 1, it's chainable, and 2, obviously I can mass grab stuff back. So if I had like a hand of like Wulf, Gardna, and then I got like 2 JDs in the graveyard, and I need that 1 Wulf in there, just Necro Gardna, dump them, grab a JD and BLS or something stupid. I don't know, but I mean, like, there's just so many cool plays you can do with it, and I just think it's a good card. It's just more versatile. Sucks when you mill it, but I mean, once again, it's Lightsworn, you're going to draw bad. So that's the deck, guys. I'm not going to do an extra deck. It's pretty standard. I mean, just whatever you want to run. The only weird stuff I run is I run like 1 Excalibur. I do run Shockmaster in here. You can make it pretty easy in this deck now. You know, Zen mains, stuff like that. The synchros I run are like Scrap Dragon, Tastor, Black Rose. That's about it. Most of it's XYZs. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Let's try to get to 30 likes, and I will show you guys my newly finished wind-up deck. I'm loving this deck. It's a lot of fun. It's not as broken as it was anymore, which I like. I hate playing broken decks. It's just really consistent, but inconsistent at the same time. It's much like how Inzectors got hit, how everyone thought they were dead, but it's still a really viable deck. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and you guys have all a fantastic day. Peace!